Tune in to the all new episode of the VA Hour, where we dive into the journeys of individuals who've transitioned from traditional careers to the world of virtual assistants and freelancing. Get inspired, educated, and equipped with practical insights for anyone looking to make a similar career shift. Hear about the challenges, triumphs, and the passion that drives these VA pros to help others succeed. And now, let's dive right in with Davao's premier host, Vince Tan.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Maayong gabi and good evening to all our listeners wherever you are in the world. Once again, we are here at the VA Radio, the VA Hour, for another session of learning and fun. We will learn a lot about our guest for this evening on her journey from a traditional work to a VA freelancing. Those challenges, what it meant for her, and the tips that she could give you. By the way, before we start, I just want to greet everyone. What a lovely Saturday this evening. Yes. It's been a while since I host the VA Hour, and it's so nice to be back. And I just want to give a shout out to M&D Medical and Wellness Center, Roche Dental Center, and of course Kamalayan Suit Collections. Right now, without much ado, let's all welcome our guest for this evening. She signed up in an online job, started to sign up in an online job last 2023 with no idea how to apply and where to begin. All she knew was she had basic computer skills. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, our guest is an executive VA and founder of the VA Rising community. Her journey is a true example of resilience and smart strategy. She started her VA career last 2023 with only the most basic computer knowledge, but didn't stop her. Through determination, self learning, and connecting with the right people, she mastered the essentials: building solid online profiles, crafting an ATS friendly resume, and spotting and steer clear of scams and applying consistently. And right now, to share her journey, let us all welcome Jam de la Cruz.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you.
Hi! What a lovely Saturday evening to you, Jam. Kumusta ka? You can go ahead and greet our listeners right now.
Hello, the VA Hour. It's my pleasure to be invited, no? I never expected na may nakakapansin pa pala ng page ko. Because it is just like August 6 pa lang ito, and then nag-grow yung following ko, and siguro malaki na yung reach ko, kaya siguro napansin niyo yung profile ko. Thanks also to my interns for managing my social media account. So yeah, good evening everyone. I hope marami kayong matutunan sa akin today. It is my first time siguro to go live kasi with Kasama Connect, yung isang platform din is recorded na siya. So medyo kinakabahan ako pag live. So
Don't
hopefully I can make it.
worry. Hindi ka
Kinakabahan ako sa interview.
This is just going to be a very casual conversation between you and me for our listeners here at the VA Hour. They may not necessarily be listening right now, but definitely they can go back to this recording and they will definitely learn from your story this evening. Before we start, you can go ahead and share us, Jem. Ano ba ang pinagkakaabalahan ni Jem ngayon? What have you been doing? So, saan ka galing? You told me earlier that you traveled pa before this interview.
Yeah, we just got home from Davao Oriental. We went to the Hicken Surf Resort.
Ay,
Nakapag-relax ako
wow! Dahikan!
sa group of friends ko, like tatlo kami naka-duty kagabi. Buti lang may Starlink doon sa resort na pinuntahan namin. Kaya yun, half-minded na nagtatrabaho and nagpag-relax in the morning. It's good. So work-life balance lang ganun. Work from home
Mm-mm.
or work from anywhere, 'di ba? Ganun ang atake.
Yeah, work from home or work from anywhere so long as there's a strong internet
Yeah.
connection.
Yes, yes. As long as may internet pasok sa mga
True. Ilang araw kayo sa Dahican?
kahapon lang kami din overnight lang.
One day, overnight, eh, oo. Maganda naman ng weather 'no, kumusta iba talaga 'pag nagre-relax ka 'no, you can relax at,
Yeah.
at home I mean at,
Super ganda ng
by the
sunlight.
beach.
Super ganda ng
Perfect, perfect. So,
kung ba
right
habang nag-sleep
now,
makikita mo.
sunrise yung sunrise, you can see the sunrise there or the sunset, both.
Sunrise.
The sunrise. Wow. Okay. Of course, I'm sure that those who have been to the Hiken can totally relate with you, Jam.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing. So, let's talk about your journey as a VA. Know when you started and before you started your career as a VA last 2023, sino at ano ang ginagawa mo? What did you do before? What were you doing before you were a VA?
Actually, I am a government employee and then I transitioned to
Ay.
freelancing. Siguro ano lang, nung una sabi ko pangdagdag ng allowance kasi anak ko eldest daughter. And then yung pangdagdag ng allowance ng kapatid ko and then pang groceries. Ganun, basically nga, uy, kaya na to kahit meron akong 5K per month, pangdagdag ng grocery to. And then when I landed my first client, parang higit pa yung nakuha ko. Kaya sabi ko, uy, parang okay to parang ganun. Kaya yun,
Mm.
tinuloy ko na and then kinapa ko lang yung mga tools, gaya ng sinabi ko yung sa story ko, wala akong prior experience sa VA. Siguro yung mga tools lang ang alam ko is like basic communication tools like Google Workspace, Gmail, marunong ako mag-email, ganun. And I also have, prior to that, I also have BPO experience for almost like 6 months lang dito sa Ligo City. And then yun, siguro ginamit ko lang yung mga experience ko. Kasi nung first client ko, ito yung tanong niya na parang mabigat talaga na nasagot ko, do you have VA experience? Sabi ko, no, I don't have. However, given the job description, I believe I can do that because I do have
Mhm.
prior admin experience for almost 4 years. And yung
Mhm.
in-apply ko kasi is admin support sa isang insurance company. Though wala akong background sa insurance, siguro na ko yung gusto niya kasi sabi ko na it is normal naman talaga na sasabihin natin sa client na fast learner ako, eager to learn, ganun. Pero siguro, yung ano na siguro na, given my experience in 4 years sa doing admin
Mhm.
works, ganun, it is a great edge na ako yung i-hire mo kahit wala akong VA experience kasi during the pandemic, di ba, nakapag-work from home naman tayong lahat. And lagi
Yeah.
on how to conduct webinars, gano'n.
Mhm.
Makipag-communicate through online lang kasi di tayo puwedeng bawal lumabas, gano'n. So, yun yung inano ko na parang ano na siya, parang naging VA ka during pandemic kasi nasa bahay ka lang, you're working remotely, gano'n. So, yun lang yung maging ibang kiliti na nakuha ko kaya siguro na-hire ako during that time. And kahit wala akong experience sa business ng client ko, tinrain niya lang ako ng tinrain. Kaya nung first client ko is wala na ako sa kanya ngayon, pero yung business niya is the same ng business ng client ko ngayon. So, nahasa ko yung ano nila, industry. Kaya yun na yung
Mhm.
nagiging clients ko for now.
Wow.
Slowly learning
That's
na talaga.
nice. That's really beautiful. You started as a government employee, and right now you are already a VA. You know, you're with your VA now. Looking back, so before we delve into your um VA career now. Could you share us how long have you been with as a government employee?
Uh, last January 2020.
Wow. So
Yeah.
mga almost 3 years. 3 years no.
Almost four
Um,
years.
almost so 4 years then. Okay. And then sabi mo kanina you've mentioned that okay, initially you just wanted the VA job para pandagdag lang.
Allowance, gano'n. Kasi extra income kasi yun yung talaga yung magiging page ng VA kasi dun sa social media noon, eh, like side
Mm,
hustle, gano'n. Muntik na
mm.
nga ako na-scam ng mga, "Uy, meron palang mga typing data entry na ano, ang laki ng bayad. Uy, ang laki pala ng bayad." Yun pala mga scam, gano'n. 'Di ba mga side hustle lang.
So na-experience mo rin yung scam ng mga ganyan, ng
Hindi
mga
naman kasi
ano
naging maingat naman ako pero sabi ko, "Hala, malaki pala ang sahod." Tapos yung meron pa
mm.
mga pa-free webinar pero mga ano pa yung ano nga, yung mga power gano'n. Nag-gets ko. Oo, tapos sabi nila virtual associates daw, uy, parang ano 'to, parang okey. Iba pala yun,
Oo.
iba pala yun.
Okay, now, since you started as a VA, and then initially you intend it to just gusto mo lang na you just wanted it to become part-time, what was the turning point or your decision point? When did you decide that, ay, kumikita ako dito sa VA. I need to already decide if ito ang gagawin kong main job at iiwan ko na. Kasi of course, the government employee, I'm not sure if you're already plantilla or you're a
Yes,
JO, but it's
Matilya.
a job. It's a, oh, yes, you mentioned this, you're already plantilla. Ibig sabihin, your job is a permanent position. So leaving that, of course, definitely, it's a risk for you. So
Yes.
how did you weigh the risk and when did you decide, when was the time that you decided na, okay, I will focus my efforts, my energy as a VA na.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a very good question. So, nagkaroon ako ng turning point when I started to work graveyard.
Mm,
Kasi before, yung first client is flexible schedule siya. However, kasi nga limited yung time ko during weekdays, nag-work pa rin ako ng weekend. So, wala na akong social life. Like, kaya Saturday, may invite. So, I cancel kasi need ko magtrabaho para maano ko yung oras. Para
mm,
matapos ko yung mga task. However, nung
mm,
nag-graveyard na ako, na fixed shift, sabi ko, kasi ano naman yung graveyard shift, pagkatapos ng shift, mas wala ka ng ibang isipin. Sabi ko, dito na lang siguro ako. And then, mas malaki naman yung offer. Yun naman
mm,
talaga. However, government is okay talaga in terms of
mm,
stability. However, sa freelance, na-realize ko, pwede ka palang kumuha ng multiple clients as long as malaman mo kung how to get clients. Yung maging mentor ko noon, sabi ko nga, mag-resign kaya ako te, like ganun ba? Tapos sabi niya, wag ka muna mag-resign if ever hindi mo pa alam kung paano kumuha ng client. For example, today na walan ka ng client, dapat next week may client ka ulit to cover your expenses.
true,
And
true.
then, meron,
Mm,
so wala pa naman akong yung sobrang emergency fund. However, dapat yung magiging gap ng salary mo, for example, for this month, pag naman ka ng ganitong client, is meron, cover niya pa yung future expenses mo. Gano'n talaga. Like, sinasabi ko nga sa iba, "Ma'am, gusto ko na mag-VA, turuan niyo po ako, mag-resign na po ako." Sinasabi ko, "Wag ka muna mag-resign." Kasi yung iba akala nila like instant lang makukuha ng client. Sinasabi ko, "Guys, it took me 8 months to land my first client." Kasi yun na nga,
mm,
siguro nung una is like, "Ay, gusto kong VA, apply." Like sa research. Tapos in a few weeks, mawawala naman. Mawawala naman yung drive. Tapos next week na naman. Siguro like 2 months siguro ako nag-seriously studying sa VA ba then consistent applying na pupuyat ako sa kaka-apply hanggang nakuha ako ng first client. Siguro mga February 2024. Tapos na-hire ako ng May 8, 2024. Like, yun yung araw-araw ako nag-a-apply. Araw-araw akong kung mayroong mga interviews, ganun, upscaling YouTube, kahit anong videos na pinapanood ko, even on TikTok, nanonood ako ng mga live ng mga content creators. Kaya sabi ko nga ngayon na, like, ako yung VA doon, aspiring VA, na nanood lang sa mga content creators, pero ngayon ako na yung tinitingnan nila. Like, it's overwhelming at I'm very grateful din sa ganun. So yun na nga, sabi ko sa kanila, like yung iba din is bumili ng courses, sabi ko, grab nyo muna yung free resources kasi
mm,
itest nyo yung waters kung kaya nyo ba kasi sa
mm,
hindi siya madali.
mm,
Baka sabihin niyo magkaroon kayo ng biglaang turning point na
mm,
mag-resign na ako para maging VA. Like, mag-VA ka muna bago ka mag-resign. Yun yung advice ko talaga. Yun yung
mm,
ano ko, yun yung drive ko talaga na kapain mo muna yung industry, i-test mong waters kung kaya mo ba muna ng trabaho, kaya mo ba muna ng client, like, ganun mga questions sa sarili mo bago ka mag-decide na, okay na ako, like gano'n. Siguro kasi asawa ko VA din. So, sabi nga niya, tulungan na lang kami, gano'n. Mas una pa siya
Mm.
nag-VA kaysa sa'kin. Pero hindi siya ang
Ah,
asawa noon, like that time, hindi kami mag-asawa.
boyfriend mo pa siya.
Oo, yes.
Tapos naka-decide ka na okay, siya na ang magiging husband mo.
Tapos wala na kami ng interest, gano'n.
Okay. So your deciding moment is when you have to extend more time during graveyard kasi nga wala kayo ng time in the morning during Mondays to Friday. Yun yung parang turning point mo to kailangan ko talagang mag-stop na, resign na kasi kailangan ko nang mag-duty at night. You mentioned kanina na it took you months no to land your first VA job. So during the transition, you also mentioned that it's important that you have an emergency fund, of course, because months waiting, it's not a guarantee kung kailan mo makikita ang client mo, no?
Yeah,
Tama.
true.
Mm. So how was the transition? Like, kinabahan ka ba on your first month na, hala, nag-resign na ako sa ano, hindi pa ako
Mhm.
nakahanap. Oh, because you mentioned kanina, it's been 8 months before you land your first,
Yes. Actually,
uh,
sir, rendering pa po ako ngayon for my job.
rendering ka na.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay.
Eh,
Very
parang nasabi ko na ngayon yung turning point ko, bakit ako nakapag-decide, naiiwan ko like, siguro sa health din, priority, di ba? Anahin mo yung
mm,
kaya kung kakasakit ka na. Kaya sabi ko na iiwan ko na, kasi iiwan ko yung client ko na okay naman yung relationship namin, though walang stability sa freelancing, pero siguro,
mm,
you create your own stability. Yun lang yung
mm,
na-realize ko talaga sa freelancing. And I also asked some Facebook groups, like, nag-anonymous na ako, like, ano yung ma-advice nyo sa isang government employee na kaplantilya na gusto mag-transition into freelancing? Tapos sabi nila, go ahead, yung iba, go ahead. Pero may mga tips pa sila na sinabi, like, sabi ko kasi, paano pag nawala yung GSIS ko, ano yung maging pension ko? Sabi nila, meron sila mga tips na binigay, ganun.
mm,
Sabi ko,
mm,
pwede pala, meron pala tayo makuha in the next, kung meron lang tayo mga investments, ganun, insurance, ganun.
mm,
Sabi ko,
mm,
okay, pwede pala siya lang. Hindi tayo lang, like, hindi tayo VA lang, like, meron
mm,
tayong career
mm,
talaga to, like, hindi siya palang VA lang, ganun. In
mm,
terms of career, kasi career, ito sa promising career talaga ang pagiging VA for me, like, siguro, dito ko nakuha yung peace, like, siguro, kasi ako noon, like, sa government is, traveling every day, like, commuting
mm.
every day to work. Tapos, yun lang, ko ba, naubos yung energy ko, papunta pala ako ng work. Like, ganun. Unlike,
What do you do exactly as a government employee? Sa ano ka ba? Sa office ka ba? Or nag-field
field worker,
ka?
field worker.
As a field ka, so you have to visit mga lugar-lugar. Every single day umaalis ka, nag-field
Almost
ka.
every single day, oo.
Okay. Okay lang ba if you share it with us kung ano yung
Yung work,
Oo.
nagtatry ng farmers.
Okay, okay. Hala, na oo nga ano, nakakapagod nga siya tapos you have
Oo.
to be out in the out.
Yeah, oo. Ang daming mga may napagtanungan din ako na teachers, like teachers kasi yung iba nag-resign din, like
Mhm.
paano niyo na-let go? Kasi yung teacher mas malaki sahod nila kasi sa amin. Tapos sabi niya
True.
makukuha mo rin yan sa freelancing. Dapat mo lang ano talaga ma-gets kung paano magtrabaho dito sa as VA, gano'n.
Mm.
Clients, gano'n.
Hmm,
Meron
okay,
din siyang
so
pros and cons, pero siguro iniisip ko po na yung pros ngayon, gano'n. Like, nandito kasi yung opportunity, siguro siguro blessing na may dumating sa'kin opportunity. Kasi 'pag wala naman, ayoko namang bibitawan yung government na position.
true, may opportunities talaga na so you have to know when to strike.
Yes.
But of course, with everything that you have shared kanina, the bottom line is you have to be prepared. No? So you
Correct.
have to be prepared when you decide that okay, this is the time that I will focus myself on the VA industry. Kasi you
Yeah.
have to, this is a business, no? So you have to also lay down the cards. What are the pros? What are the
Yeah.
cons? So that when you do the shift, you set proper expectations to yourself. Of course, sa sarili mo on ano yung pinasok mo. And of course, you set proper expectations to your family as well. Kasi most, if not everyone, the freelancers are supporting their families. Tama, no?
True, yes. Almost freelance talaga. Marami, so, super dami na reach sa akin na need na extra income, like, self-supporting sila or full-time mom
Mm,
na gusto makatulong sa partner or like
mm-mm,
single mom or
mm-mm,
mga breadwinners. Ganun yung mga, meron talagang drive yung Pinoys, kaya siguro nakakuha tayo. But then again, I always tell them na, don't tell the clients that you want to be a VA because you have like burdens like that. Tell them
mm.
how can you help them? How can you solve their problems? Kasi ayun ng client na yung problema nila is bibigyan mo sila ng solution sa pamamagitan ng problem mo. Like, ganun yung in-orient ko sa kanila talaga.
Mm. Thank you. Sabi dito ni Mike Jason Piquero Chavez, wag na mag-government kasi madamay ka pa sa pangungurakot ng iba.
Uy, expensive.
Mike, parang agree ako dyan. Not everyone naman no na in the government. I've known a lot. Actually, I'm also working in the government as JO for one of the radios in this Davao City.
Mhm.
Well, so I've learned, I've met a lot. I knew a lot of government employees talaga
Yeah,
naman. So,
ako
but
din.
mm-mm. But yes, no. So let's talk about your journey right now. We already have started talking about your journey. Let's dig deeper into the reasons for the shift, what it meant for you in your personal and professional growth. Kasi previously, when you say you're already in the government, definitely it meant something for your personal and professional growth. Not everyone is given the chance to work in the government. Some of them really tried so hard to become part of, become to have a job or land a job in the government, but not given the chance. Na in your case, definitely it meant so much in your professional growth. But what were the reasons? No, when of the main reasons, siguro top three reasons of your shift to become a VA now.
Yeah, aside siguro sa flexibility ng work, like, ano kasi, though graveyard, fix ang schedule mo, pero pwede ka kasi, like, katulad kanina, pwede ka kasing pumunta ng ibang lugar kahit may trabaho, like, makakatrabaho ka kahit saan, you don't need to stay in one place para makapagtrabaho. Ganun yung isa kong naisip. And then, in terms of professional growth, unlimited kasi siya eh. Pwede kang maging EA, pwede kang maging social media. Like, hindi limited sa isang, ano lang yung skill mo. Mas, ano siya for me, like, flexible, lalo na kapag flexible ka and willing to learn, makakapag-explore ka talaga ng mga, hindi ko kaya gawin to noon, pero kaya ko na ngayon. Like ganun. Noong una, yung mga tools na alam ko is, at anong talaga, yung sabi ko sa post, alam ko, marunong ako mag-computer, like ganun. Like, pero ngayon, marami na akong mga ine-explore, mga tools, like, hindi ko alam to ngayon. So,
Mm.
parang nalabas ko lahat ng mga abilities ko, like, noon nga, ayaw ko mga speaker, ganun. Kasi parang kinakabahan ako.
Di mo alam na you're capable pala of doing ganito, to speak in
Kasi
front of
ano, yung
crowd.
nag-react community ko, sabi nila, "Ma'am, magwe-webinar ka." Ako, "Ay, ayokong webinar." Tapos "Kaya mo yan, ma'am." Tapos ano nga, yung yung current client ko ngayon, sabi niya na, "Mag-take ka ng phone call." Sabi niya kasi after 2 months ako mag-take ng phone call. Sabi ko, "Ay, ayoko ng phone calls." Tapos sabi niya, "You can do it." Like, parang na-motivate yung sarili ko, "Ay, yung client ko nga wala sa'kin, ako pa kaya?" Like,
Uh,
magbo-boost energy mo. Sabi
what?
ko,
Bakit ka? Why do you have that hesitation to do a
kasi
phone
bulol
call?
ako. Kasi bulol talaga ako.
Ah.
Hindi ako naiintindihan ng ano, sabi nga niya, "I know you can." Sabi niya, "Kaya ko daw." Tapos sabi ko, "Okay." Yung client ko nga naniniwala sa'kin tapos ako hindi. Yun yung inano
Mm.
ko, like, siguro dapat maniwala ka sa sarili mo, like, ito yung pagiging VA ko, like, hindi lang ako isang executive assistant, ako ay isang, like, community leader na like nagmo-motivate. Siguro yun yung naging professional growth, naging peace ko sa puso ko, like gano'n na, may nakakatulong pala ako, like lalo yung meron pa akong Discord community. Tapos sabi, "Ma'am, salamat sa free tips mo, meron akong clients." Like meron na talaga akong mga natulungan through my free resources. And
Wow.
hala, siguro para ako dito, like baka marami pa akong matulungan. Like yun yung ano ko sa sarili ko na I don't need like validation for a stable career. Siguro sapat na sa akin yung kahit nasa bahay lang and then nakatulong sa family ko. And nakakatulong pa talaga ako sa ibang tao, which is I don't expect. Kahit wala akong nakuha sa kanila, pero yung happiness ko is like hindi siya nababayaran. Yun yung ano ko sa sarili ko for now. Like I've proven so much before, like madami na akong industry na napasukan kasi yung first job ko is I'm a college instructor, and then nag-BPO, and then nag-government. Marami na akong like industry na napasukan, and then dito sa VA ko natamo yung kapayapaan. Kasi hindi mo
It's so nice to hear that. Oo.
siguro like sa partner ko kasi co-worker kami. I mean, hindi kami isang kumara ng client pero sabi ka naman nag-work. So, ano pa yung mahalaga? No? Asawa mo yung katrabaho mo. Like, gano'n na yun. Pwede lang kayo makapag-work sa bahay lang, gano'n. Siguro, ano din yung, siguro when I got married, kasi yung nakita ko, kaya mo nga ng ibang couple. Tapos sabi ko, baka tayo soon, ganito na lang.
So you like it when you can see your husband every day at home?
O kasi pag nasa corporate ka, like ako, gumigising ako maaga para to work, and gabi na ako umuwi, like hindi kami nakapag-usap, like ganun. Magiging gap kasi siya, oo. Like ano yung, paano yung career, yung relationship mo, kasi hindi tayo nabuhay sa trabaho lang. Like yun yung mga relationship ko lang. Pero dapat maraming consider.
Okay.
Family soon.
Yeah. So right now, wala pa kayong... So when did you get married ba?
January 3, 2025.
Bago lang. Bago lang pala. Oo. Magwa 1 year pa kayo as a married. Very, very young couple pa kayo.
Yes.
We wanted to know about your challenges, Jem, kasi kanina you mentioned na when you transitioned or when you started working as a VA, alam mo lang kung papaano gumamit. You're a computer literate person. Ayan, confident ka doon. But of
Yeah.
course, along the way, you've learned so much about different tools and all this. But take us back when you realized na ang dami mo pa palang dapat matutunan, and what did you do to equip yourself with the necessary tools for you to become a successful VA?
Yeah, so ganito yung ginagawa ko before ng aspiring VA pa lang ako. When I checked the description, sabi ko, lalo sa Upwork or OLJ, like, tools na need daw gamitin yung na need nila na dapat alam mo, like mga HubSpot, like Trello, ano pa yung mga, basta iba't ibang tools. Sabi ko, ano yun? Tapos sabi ko, niresearch ko talaga pag ano yung mga bagong mga tools na nakita ko, niresearch ko sa YouTube. And then, ganda lang pala yan. And then, yung ibang tools na kasi, doon ko na talaga siya nagamit when I landed a client. Kasi binigyan ako ng access. Tapos sabi niya, binibigyan din niya ako ng training videos. Ganun. Like, ako na talaga nag-self-study sa ibang kasi hindi naman kami araw-araw mag-meet ng client. So, yung mga training videos na, and then sa industry din, sa insurance, is tinayin talaga ako kung paano siya. And yun yung naging advice ko sa mga aspiring VAs na pag meron kayong tools na bago pa lang sa paningin nyo, i-try nyo i-research and i-practice nyo, ganun. Noon, sinasabi ko talaga sa daily routine ko na meron akong pag-aaral na tools, like, for example, sa Excel, meron akong pinag-aaral na functions, and it's the first line ko, sir, like, na-hire niya ako because, sabi niya, what can you do with Google Sheets? Sabi ko, I can do pivot tables. Tapos yun yung parang isa din sa mga dahil na-hire niya ako kasi need kong gumawa ng reports. And pivot tables is very, when you create reports, sabi niya, okay, you're hired, like parang ganun. Yun lang, meron ka mga skills na dapat mong ma-acquire na written sa job post. Yun talaga. Kaya sinasabi ko nga, i-check niyo yung job description. Kasi minsan parang kapag ito yung job description, pero yung trabaho is kaya lang pala. Merong mga ganyan. Oo, like, pag-aaral na naman, like, Puwede mo rin tanungin ang client kung train mo ba ako or yung need mo bang ma-experience na. Gano'n ang mga tinatanong ko minsan sa client during discovery calls.
So it's okay to ask the client, no? It's
Yeah,
okay to ask the
learning.
client to, are you going to train me, or you require someone who already have the skills or the experience for you to do your job, so you're not providing any training.
Yeah, sinasabi ko din sa kanila, for example, you need to know how go high level, sabi, tapos dito na ako na fake it till you make it. Sabi ko lang, narinig ko lang go high level, but in terms of like digging it up ka ng yung ano talaga, ginagamit ko yung tool is wala akong idea. Though go high
Mm.
level yung asawa ko, pero ay, ayoko niya complicated. Kasi may mga automations, ganun. Sabi ko sa client na hindi ko alam yan, tapos sabi na, I will train you. Meron ko sa client na ganun. Pero yung iba naman is like, learn it by yourself, parents lang mga training videos, tapos ikaw na ang ano sa sarili mo, mag-dive in sa isang tool.
Mm.
So, situational talaga yung ano yung tools, pero kung makuha ka ng mga mga free tools, gano'n, hindi naman siya.
Walk us through one of your most memorable, if not nerve-wracking, client interview.
Yung na-hire ba or ano?
If you could share both hired or not hired. Of course, if you're not hired, then what lesson have you learned? And then when you're hired, then the best practice that you would like to share our viewers.
Yeah. For interview tips, noon kasi, ano talaga ako, meron akong mag-note taking, ganun. Tapos pinimemorize ko yan. Minimemorize ko talaga yung mga sasabi ko. Tapos, yun talaga for example, for agencies, tinatanong nila una na ba is, tell me about yourself. Noon kasi, parang storytelling tayo sa buhay. Like, ako si ano, ganito, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos, learn ko sa interviews na, sa tell me about yourself pa lang, ibenta mo rin yung sarili mo. Kung ano yung mga ano, siguro lang sa iba lang, meron talagang mga client siguro na hindi sila particular sa grammar as long as makakapag-communicate ka. Siguro kaya yung ibang clients ko is ano, nakuha ko naman sila kagad yung iba. Pero iba yung project based, yung ano, pag okay, I need perang project kasi parang confident ako sa pag-show ng skills ko. However, siguro yung mga ibang mga clients na hindi ako na-hire, like meron kasi akong isang video dyan sa Facebook page ko na hindi ko alam kung na-hire ako or na-ghost. Like, hindi ko alam response ko, anong
Kung anong update.
oo, kung anong update. Tapos yung American yung nag-interview. And siguro yung mga, like, confident naman ako sa sagot, and then nakasagot din ako. Pero mga situational questions, which is I don't like situational kasi, iba-iba kasi situations during work talaga. Ang gusto ko talaga sa isang interview with client is yung about sa work. Yung like, do you know these tools? Ganun. What is your idea about the industry or the business? Yun yung gusto kong tanong. Unlike, how do you handle ganung mga situation? Iba-iba kasi, like, pag nasagot ko 'to, expect mo ba na yun ang mangyayari in the near future? Ganun. Yun yung mga ano ko sa mga lessons learned ko sa isang interview. Like, parang ano talaga sa akin yung mga situational questions. For example, common questions in sa interview is how do you handle task based on importance and urgency. So, ang nasagot ko naman dyan is based on importance and urgency. So, di naman lahat ng important is urgent and lahat ng urgent is yung iba hindi important and yung iba important. Pero sa actual work, ano kasi, iba talaga yung approach sa actual work for me. Siguro at sa matatapos ko lahat within the day ay yung task, ganun. Yung for me, yun yung iba talaga pag ano, ito talaga yung pinaglaban ko sa mga VAs, aspiring VAs na, guys, huwag kayo masyadong kabahan sa interview kasi hindi naman yung sukatan na hindi mo alam yung trabaho. Siguro dapat makita lang ng client or masagot mo yung questions on how do you do your work. Lalo na pag meron kang portfolio. Yung ibang nga kong client, pag nakita lang portfolio, okay, meet tayo, usap lang, ganun. Tapos hard na. Ganun yung iba kasi makita na lang output mo. Sa VAs na or aspiring VAs na for interview tips, ang ginagawa ko is nag-research ako about sa business nila and sasabi ko, nakita ko sa for example, website, like, yung website yung kailangan i-improve, gusto niyo ba i-improve natin? Like, mag-open up ako, kahit malayo sa role, and then, mag-research ako ng background nila, mission, vision, gano'n. Tapos, sabi niya, bakit kailangan ka lang i-hire? Like, gusto ko yung vision niyo, makakapag-ambag ako sa company niyo, sa business niyo, pa ako yung hinire niyo. So, yun yung mga pakilig na mga sa clients. Yun yung mga, like, example, yung kasi, meron kasi mga clients na about mental health, di ba, bangga na yung mga nag-ano ka sa mental health eh. Meron din akong clients na about domestic violence, yung niya,
Mm.
mga project-based mga clients, nga,
Mm.
nagpapaano lang, part-time, ganun. Yun yung mga ko, uy, gusto ko yung advocacy mo, kaya gusto ko ito maka-work. Yun yung mga papakiliti natin sa clients.
Perfect. Thank you for sharing that, Gem. Sabi mo dito sa profile mo, I used to get interviews maybe once or twice a month, but I often didn't pass, especially when interviewed by Filipino HRs. The questions were really challenging. So I asked myself, what's going wrong? So what's wrong? You also mentioned that you kept revising your resume until you discovered what an ATS means.
Na,
Friendly ATS friendly resume was. So before maganda no, it's so nice that you've discovered that you really have to have an ATS friendly resume.
Actually,
So yeah,
mas
could
siguro
you
lang,
share?
meron kasi nagtanong, ano daw yung ATS for ni resume? Yung sasagot ko lang is, wag masyadong fancy, like, wag masyadong madaming columns, like, madaming colors, like, kasi yung iba talaga, sabi nila, meron na ATS screening na application, pero hindi
Mm,
ako naka-familiar dyan, pero yung ko, like, magpapatuloy ako sa ChatGPT, like, give me some keywords for this job post na pwede ko ilagay sa resume ko. Ito yung siguro, so, more than 100 revisions yung yung resume ko. Kasi siguro like sobrang judgment siguro ng resume ko noon, like ang pangit ng picture. Yung iba hindi sila naglalagay ng picture, tapos yung ibang job description, work experience kasi hindi siya match doon sa ina-applyan mo. Like, for example, meron ako mga discover for skills and experience. Meron ka dapat maging keywords doon na maging match siya sa job description. So, before kasi, nalagay ko, okay, uh, create letters, ganun. Tapos meron sila mga enhanced letters. Meron mga keywords talaga na dapat mong ma-hit para mapansin yung resume mo. And also for cover letters, I advise aspiring VAs for sa online jobs PH kasi meron mga clients na like put this word on the application or cover letter para mapansin namin yung resume mo. Yung iba kasi like siguro walang attention to detail, dapat kasi sa
mm,
attention to detail talaga. Basahin yung
mm,
job description. Siguro ay yung iba hindi na follow instruction, ganun kaya na-reject yung resume. Kaya
mm,
malaki talaga ang kiliti para pansinin yung resume natin. Pero 'pag
mm,
walang instruction na lagay mo itong keyword like yung merong keyword na nakapagpansin ng resume ko noon. Yung iba naman 'pag wala, nilalagay ko for example, ang role is executive assistant. Nilagay ko sa cover letter, experienced executive assistant. Yun yung nilagay ko para, uy, experience pala 'to, i-check ko yung resume niya. Yung gano'n lang. Tapos yung in terms sa cover letter din, kasi yun yung unang babasahin, hindi ko hinahabaan, like KISS method, keep it short and simple by Molowski. So ginagawa ko lang is like less than 200 words or kung kaya ko lang own words lang, gano'n. Average
mm,
examples, gano'n lang yung tapos i-rate ko sa mga experience ko, gano'n lang para mapansin yung resume. Kasi hindi lang babasahin ang resume 'pag pangit yung cover letter mo. Yun talaga yung na-realize ko noon. Kasi noon, sabi niya, "Ay, ang haba-haba, kinapi-paste mo lang yan." Like, gano'n. Like, make your cover letters personalized
mm.
para mapansin yung resume mo. Kasi hindi talaga makita ang resume mo unless susunod lang resume lang, i-send agad. Pero meron talaga yan, impact talaga yung cover letters para mapansin yung resume mo.
True. Before we proceed with the next question, sabi ni Mike Tito, how to escape for having an agency? Is it okay to ask the client to hire you directly?
Actually, it's very no-no for me kasi kaya ina-advice ko yung, 'di ba, well, hindi ako na-hire kasi sa agencies noon. Siguro sabi ko gusto ko talaga makapasok ng agency noon. Pero hindi ako na-hire, kaya siguro na pinagsikapan ko na makuha ng direct client. So, pag, for example, hindi ka talaga nakuha ng direct client, nakapasok ka sa agency, wag mong kukunin yung direct client kasi yung agency ang naghihirap para makuha yung direct client. And I understand naman though, yun talaga ko, sabi ko sa post ko, di ba, na ang hirap talaga ng question sa Pinoy agencies. Like,
Mm.
kasi na-understand ko naman sila, kasi meron din ba fake it till you make it, like fake resumes, fake experience, kaya pinifilter nila ang applicants. Siguro I failed lang talaga during interviews, ganun. Lalo na po bago pa ako kasi kinakabahan pa, nanginginig pa during interviews. Parang pinamake up pa ako ganun. Pero pag ngayon direct client, nakapang bahay na lang ako, ganun. Kaya yung direct client kung ano tsura mo. Basta after ko second delivery. So, siguro yung iba, particular, pero yung iba, hindi naman.
Mm.
So, for me, I don't advise talaga na kunin mo yung client. Though, kasi may, meron din yatang contract yung client tsaka yung agency. Meron silang contract. Then, ikaw din, meron ka contract sa agency.
Siguro, there are job opportunities that you can work or clients that you can work through an agency, and there would be times that you will be invited by the client directly. So
Yeah,
if
you're
you
correct.
tama, no? So if you've been given that opportunity because you've landed that interview opportunity when you applied for a job in a certain, let's say, website, let's say LinkedIn, and the client and one client directly communicated with you and scheduled an interview, and then you landed a job with a direct client, and that's okay. But once you're already in a VA, I mean in an agency, and that agency finds you a client, and therefore I believe it's unethical for you to get that client
True.
out of there. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm. Unless kukunin ka ng client. Pero
Yeah,
ano,
unless.
yung guarantee talaga for direct clients, like they can leave you. Unless sa agencies, protektahan ka na, for, I guess, hindi lahat ng agencies ganun. Meron din mga,
Mm-mm. Pero
iba ka,
mga pros din, di ba?
oh
Mm-mm.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
True. Sabi mo dito, many of us fail not because we lack experience, but because we don't know how to market ourselves. So you started thinking, what does the client really need? How can I help their business grow? And how I lighten their workload? So if you believe that if you're able to answer those questions during the interview, confident that you'll
Mga,
land the job, no?
yes, oo. Kasi noon, sabi ko lang na, paano 'pag EA kasi yung ano ko talaga, 'pag EA ka sinasolve mo yung problems ng client mo, like binabawasan mo yung workload nila. For example, like i-book mo 'tong ano 'to, like hanapan mo ako ng masasakyan papunta ako ng ganito. So, instead na sila yung mag-research ng ganyan, ikaw na lang. Babawasan mo yung
Mm.
working hours nila, ilipat na sa'yo. Yun yung ano talaga, like bakit kita i-ha-hire? Baka dadagdagan mo lang iniisip ko. Parang yun yung mga naiisip ko for the clients, like you need to lighten their workload, lighten their mga iniisip nila. Ganun yung ano ko, approach ko sa clients. Like, okay, I can do that in behalf of you. Like yung current client ko ngayon, sabi niya, you will be my mini-me. So dapat alam ko yung ginagawa niya para in behalf, pag wala siya, ako yung sumasagot sa clients, sumasagot ng phone calls, and I can handle their customer service.
Mm. Wow.
Kasi yung ibang client kasi, sobrang sipag din nag-work ng weekend. Sabi ko, wag ka na mag-work ng weekend kasi work natin yan during weekdays para makapagpahinga ka during weekends.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Sabi mo dito sa profile mo, you also created a short introduction video
Mhm.
highlighting your experience and skills. So there are a lot of great examples on TikTok. So ano yung tips on creation of video?
Yeah, actually doon sa first client ko, na-hire din ako through video introduction. Doon kasi ako, ayoko gumawa ng video introduction kasi nabubulol ako or like, hindi ako naiiyak ako. Ganun. Tapos sabi niya kasi, na nag-email siya, may application, where is your introduction video? Ano ko nga. Sabi ko na ano, wala akong introduction video siya nga. Tapos sabi niya, I need introduction video. Tapos sabi niya, sabi ko, can you give me time to create one? Yes, sabi niya, sure. Kaya gumawa ako agad ng introduction video, record ako ganun. Tapos meron siyang mga guide questions sa ano niya, sa post, like sa video introduction, kailangan mong sabihin yung previous work experience,
Mm.
how many hours can you work, and then the skills na or tools na alam mo. Kaya yun yung mga basic questions na tinatanong na maging output ng isang video introduction mo. It can be 1 to 2 minutes, ganun. Yung isa ko nga agency owner na nakausap, sabi niya, video introduction kasi hindi naman siya parang red flag kasi it saves time sa'yo at saka sa client kasi hindi ka na mag-effort na magpa-prepare for interview kasi video introduction is already marketing yourself through video introduction. Mas nakakapag-prepare ka pa unlike sa
Mm.
interviews. Yeah. So, isa yung sa mga marketing mo sa sarili mo. Yung, gusto ko nga gumawa ng bagong video introduction, hindi pa kasi ako nakagawa. So, haludod ako ngayon ako nakuha ng client for na full-time. Siguro pag, meron kasi mag-reach out na like, are you still available for work? Ganun. Sabi ko, meron akong mga intern dito, baka gusto niyo i-hire.
What was the biggest challenge that you faced during the transition, and how did you overcome that?
Siguro yung social life talaga. Pag siguro iba kasi yung mundo mo, lalo na pag graveyard, tapos yung friends mo naka-day job.
Pati job sila, oo.
Oo. Tapos yung siguro sa health din, like, maka-affect talaga siya pag kulang ka sa tulog. Yun yung isang challenge ko talaga. Bumayat ako during the, kasi bugog sa trabaho. Siguro maka-recover ako soon. Balik alindog.
Now, Jem, I'm sure that there will be a lot of people who's right now may want to consider changing their career, shifting their career from their traditional job to the new ones. So, what is your advice for them? Number one, what is your advice for them if they wanted to transition to from their traditional job to a VA? Number two is how you could help them, how they should handle failures for their VA jobs and tasks.
Yeah. So for the first question, what is my advice for those who want to transition to freelancing is kapain nyo muna yung test the waters muna. Kasi sabi nga ni Boss Mulangsky, while everyone is romanticizing freelancing, not everyone will make it. Kasi gusto ko ng iba, like, for example, how to maging VA or how to apply, gusto apply agad. Yun yung isa ko ding noon, like, apply muna ako, apply. Tapos hindi ko pa inalam yung mga basic tools or basic na mga tips for cover letters, resumes. Marami ka kasi i-arrange. Ihanda mo kasi yung sarili mo. Hindi lang in terms of skills, kasama na yung physically kasi, for example, graveyard. Tapos, yun na nga, dapat maging ready ka bang magtrabaho ng graveyard kasi kadalasan sa US clients, graveyard talaga. And mahirap na kasi yung flexible schedule. And then, for flexible schedule din, parang, for me kasi, ang struggle ko lang for flexible schedule, for example, tapos ka na mag-work, tapos nag-chat ng client mo, dalhin mo or mag-work, like, wala masyadong boundaries. So, isa yung, kasi akala pag flexible schedule, ay, okay lang flexible schedule, like, pag natapos mo yung task, tapos na, minsan kasi hindi ganun, kasi may mga follow-up pa. And then, yun na nga, wala talagang guarantee on how long you will land a client. Depende yun sa sipag mo, and depende yun sa perseverance mo. And in terms of handling failure, siguro ako wala na ako mga clients noon, even yung full-time ko noon na nag-hire kasi siya ng local. And then, yun na nga yung sa freelancing talaga is, I admit, hindi siya stable. Kaya, alamin nyo talaga on how to get clients. And I do have free resources about that. You can review from Ms. Roan. Meron kaming webinar noon. And then, na-record namin yun. It is a recorded webinar, how to get clients. So, need yung i-build yung social media presence nyo. For me, it is very helpful talaga. Like, LinkedIn, Facebook, i-optimize yung Upwork, Online Jobs PH, na searchable yung profiles nyo. And lahat yan, tinrabaho ko siya for almost 8 months. And until now, pa ako, in case na gusto mag-reach out ng mga clients, ganun. It is very important when you transition to freelancing na yung mga pag-aaral, yung mga basics. Yung una, how to prepare interviews, how to write cover letters, how to create optimize resumes, and then ano pa ba? Yung tools na mga basic tools sa mga need area ng gusto mong VA, which is ano talaga siya, hindi siya overnight success. It is not like hindi siya ano, like hindi siya talaga easy job. Kasi yung iba, ay type na sa bahay lang. Gusto ko pang VA kasi gusto ko sa bahay lang. Alam mo, gagawin sa bahay niyo. Oh, hindi porket nakaupo lang, nakaharap ng computer is madali lang yung trabaho. It is
Mm.
talaga matinding brainstorming, matinding pag-aaral talaga, and continuous learning. Yun yung isa ko nang gusto sa VS, continuous learning. Hindi ka magiging stagnant kahit sabi nila na wala ka lang sa corporate yung stagnant ka kasi wala kang stable career. For me, hindi siya kasi consistently learning ka, lalo na ngayon ano pa yung technology, like meron ng AI, sabi nila, important tayo ng AI. Tinanong ko na ng client ko about that, sir. Okay, are you considering AI to replace your VA? Because first VA din ako ng client ko ngayon. Sabi niya, no, wala makapantay sa customer service compared to AI. Kasi yung AI, walang damdamin. And tayong Pinoy is like, yung empathy natin sa customers, yun talaga yung makaka-hook, and sabi lang sa isang business. For me, for us, yung sabi niya. Sabi ko, ay, salamat. So, hindi niya consider, hindi niya consider yung AI for now. And for me, hindi siguro for cost efficient, I'm not sure din kung ano ba siya. Mas efficient ba kung mag-AI ka? Kasi ako nga nag-iirita ako pag tumatawag ka tapos AI ang sumasagot. Hindi mo sagot ako.
Iba pa rin yung may personal touch, no? So, we can improve. Actually, we can no longer hide the fact that AI
Yeah,
contributes a
correct.
lot in everything that we do in the era today. But
Mm.
definitely, we can incorporate artificial intelligence into helping our clients deliver more satisfaction and quality services. I believe
Yes,
that's the
true.
purpose of AI, Git.
Mm. Kasi
Sabi
yung
dito ni Steph Gonzalez, ay sorry,
kasi yung ibang
kasi
clients
yung,
sasabi, use ChatGPT para magtanong about sa business, like for research, gano'n. Like, alamin mo din ano ang matulong ng ChatGPT sa business ng client mo. Yun isa yung mga tips na maibigay ko.
ayan, no, choose ChatGPT to prepare for the talking points regarding the
Yes,
client,
correct.
regarding
Mm. Mm.
regarding your business niya, what they can do,
Yes.
maybe on the things that they can improve. Because definitely ChatGPT can check all the resources. It's a very huge AI
Lalo na for
tool.
market research, gano'n.
Correct. Sabi ni Steph Gonzalez Narvasa, congratulations, Ma'am Jam.
This is one of my interns. Siya yung nag-optimize ng profile ko.
Ay, shout out happy anniversary sa VA Radio. Yes, we are celebrating
Happy
our
anniversary!
anniversary whole month of November. Happy anniversary, the VA Radio. So you've shared so much about your journey, Jem, and we've
Mhm.
learned so much from you today. No, we really thank you for your time and saying yes to our invitation to become one of our guests for the VA Hour here at the VA Radio. Right now, we will give you the time to invite everyone how they can get in touch with you, what are the courses that you're offering, or anything that you would like to do for this airtime. Go ahead, Jam.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me to VA Radio. I'm so grateful to be here. And just follow my Facebook page. And I do have free resources. I do have a template sheet, guide sheet, VA guide sheet. Nandoon yung VA roadmap. For example, narito ka kung saan mag-start. So, meron akong like weekly timeline on what can you do each week. And then, meron ako doong tips on optimization for resumes, sample cover letters, sample tasks, and ano pa ba? How to spot job post kung scam or hindi, and then websites where you can apply. And also, I have recorded webinars. Ang speaker doon is si Ms. Roan Torres, a Go High Level Specialist. Ang topic doon is how to get clients. Meron din kaming Kajabi webinar by Ms. Rosaleste. And ano pa ba yun? Meta Ads webinar, that is also free. Yung lahat ng resources namin is free. Yun yung mga na-collect namin ng mga resources. But yung sa akin is about, meron na akong mock interview webinar, meron akong webinar coaching, interview coaching, like basic questions na sila tinatanong during interview. So maybe it can help you on para makapag-start ka sa VA journey mo. It is all
Wow.
for free. Hindi ko sila pababayad kasi wala naman akong time na to follow up on you. But you can message me. Last sometimes it takes me forever to reply kasi ang daming nag-chat talaga sa akin para kumuha ng free resources. So thank you so much, the VA Radio. I'm so grateful for you.
Wow, maraming salamat. Your gem in the virtual world. Waga!
Yeah,
Thank you so much again.
bago pa lang yan na-change kasi VA Jam yung nakalagay. Ang dami talaga, ang dami palang VA Jam sa Facebook. Kaya pinalitan ko yung pangalan ko.
Oh, ang ganda nga eh. Making executive life with a
Easier.
touch of
Oo.
effortless with a touch of jam. Oh, wag. Congratulations, Jam. Keep
Thank you
touching
so much,
lives.
Sir Vince. It's a
Congratulations
pleasure
and
to
keep
see you in
touching lives.
Davao.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us. I know that you've traveled pa and you've made sure that you will arrive in Digos just in time for our virtual interview. We really hope that we could have you more again in the future. Maraming salamat, Jam. Enjoy the
Sure.
rest of
Thank
your
you so much,
night.
Sir Vince. Till next time.
Till next time. That was again Jem, ladies and gentlemen, our guest for this evening in our conversation that connect in the VA hour. Right now, we have a special announcement. It's time for a giveaway.
Wow,
Padala
bongga.
So yes, we announced that we are as part of our anniversary celebration at the VA Radio. We're back and it's time to give away amazing prizes. We are giving one free dental VA training for those who would like to already start becoming a VA, and we can give you free dental VA training worth 1,299, but that's going to be free. And we can also give you one Amazon VA course worth 5,000 pesos. And here's how you can qualify for the giveaway. Okay, first, you have to subscribe to our YouTube channel at the VA Radio. You have to like our latest video. That's number two. Comment. Number three, comment any message on the chosen video and add our hashtag giveaway. And you can comment three or tag three friends in the comments on our Facebook post. Yes, find the VA Radio, look up for the VA Radio, and tag three friends in the comments on our Facebook post and invite them to join the fun. Make sure your YouTube subscriptions are public so we can verify your entry. One lucky winner will be randomly selected at the first week. So since we don't have um we will still are looking for the first week for the winners for the first week. We will announce both winners on our raffle draw on November 28th, which is Friday during our live podcast. So if you wanted to win dental or free dental VA training and Amazon VA course, join our giveaway mechanics. So visit the VA Radio. Right now, I will take this opportunity to thank M&D Medical and Wellness Center, Dr. Mercy Villabrosa Gagolka. Thank you so much for taking good care of all my aesthetic needs and making sure that I am always event ready. Maraming salamat, M&D Medical and Wellness Center. Thank you so much. Rush Dental Center for making sure that I have my bright smile for all of my events, Dr. Rosh. And of course, the VA Hour, the VA Radio, maraming salamat. Kamalayan Suit Collection of Sunny Galbesa, maraming salamat. And thank you everyone for joining us this evening. Until next time, this has been your Davos Premier host, and this is the VA Hour with Vincent, conversation that connect. Good night.
Episode of the VA Hour. We hope you're feeling inspired and ready to take on your VA journey. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to follow us for more great episodes coming your way. Only here at the VA Radio. Keep it light.
Morning coffee's brewing strong. Got my headphones on, hope nothing goes wrong. With the VA Radio boosting your scene. It's the VA Radio where you wanna be.